What if I told you that the first impression you make has less to do with makeup or age and more to do with the blouse closest to your face? Sounds simple, right? Yet research shows clothing can change not only how people see you, but also how you stand, breathe, and even smile. Imagine slipping on one blouse and suddenly looking brighter, calmer, more confident, all without changing anything else. Today, we are diving into the science of first impressions and the 6 blouse mistakes most women over 60 unknowingly make. But here is the good news. Each mistake has an easy fix, and those fixes can transform how your wardrobe works for you. Stay with me, because by the end, you will know how to choose colors that flatter silver hair, fabrics that glide instead of cling, and details that whisper elegance instead of shouting age. And if you are new here, welcome. This channel is for women who value style that feels good, looks graceful, and matches real life. I bring together research, fashion psychology, and everyday practicality so you can enjoy your wardrobe without the stress. Ready to see how small changes create big confidence? Let us begin. The science of first impressions is more powerful than most of us realize. The clothes we wear, especially those closest to the face, quietly change how light touches our skin and how others read our posture. Have you ever noticed how slipping into a blouse with a sharp, clean collar suddenly makes you stand straighter, almost without thinking? That is not imagination, it is psychology in motion. Researchers who study clothing and cognition have found that what we wear does more than send signals outward, it also shifts how we feel inside. A fabric that breathes easily, that does not cling or scratch, can lower tension in the body. Think about it. When you are not distracted by discomfort, do you not naturally feel calmer and more open? And when you feel calmer, does your smile not arrive faster? The same is true for color. A blouse that reflects light upward can make your complexion glow, while the wrong shade can add shadows. Which would you prefer? A mirror that greets you with brightness, or one that makes you ask if you slept enough? The answer is obvious, yet so many of us keep wearing shades that fight our natural tones instead of honoring them. Small details make big outcomes. The tilt of a collar, the texture of a fabric, the choice of color, each acts like a subtle lever on our confidence. So, here is the real question. If one small change in clothing can improve the way you stand, breathe, and connect, why not let your wardrobe work for you instead of against you? Now that we have looked at how first impressions are shaped by fabric and light, let us turn to the first common blouse mistake. It is the habit many of us fall into when comfort seems more important than shape, the temptation to hide in volume. Oversized clothes can feel forgiving, but have you noticed how they sometimes erase your natural lines instead of protecting them? A blouse that is too wide drags the shoulders down, adds weight that is not really there, and makes the body appear tired. Have you ever pulled out a roomy favorite, only to feel heavier and shorter the moment you saw yourself in the mirror? That is not you, it is the blouse taking away presence. The better approach is balance. Blouses that skim the body rather than swallow it create ease without heaviness. Mid-hip lengths work beautifully because they give flow but do not drown the frame. A soft dart or gentle wrap effect can suggest shape while still letting you breathe. Even a simple half tuck into your waistband can shift everything. Have you tried it? One little tuck, and suddenly the legs look longer and the stance feels stronger? If you love looser tops, let the bottom half do the job of structure. Slim trousers, straight jeans, or a pencil skirt bring back proportion, almost like architecture, where the base must support the frame. Ask yourself, would your walk feel lighter if the fabric around you felt less heavy? The answer is almost always yes. Comfort does not require hiding, and elegance does not require restriction. The middle ground is where confidence begins to show. After we talked about how oversized blouses can hide shape, let us look at the second mistake: patterns that compete. Have you ever tried on a blouse with 10 different colors and thought, "Why do I look so tired even though I slept well?" It is not your skin. It is the print pulling attention away from your face. Loud swirls, giant florals, and clashing colors often shout louder than your smile, and when the blouse is doing all the talking, your natural elegance gets silenced. The goal is not to banish prints, but to guide them. Softer designs tell calmer stories. Imagine a blouse with just 2 or 3 shades, subtle florals, or a quiet geometric that moves vertically. Do you see how such patterns lift the eye upward, instead of scattering it everywhere? Smaller scales flatter almost any frame, while vertical or diagonal lines can slim and elongate without effort. Think of it like hosting a dinner. If every guest talks at once, no one gets heard. But if 2 or 3 voices blend, the room feels lively and warm. Prints are the same. They should add interest, not chaos. So here is a simple experiment. Stand in front of the mirror with one busy floral, and then swap it for a blouse, with a clean stripe or a gentle dot. Notice how your eyes look brighter, and your skin clearer. The change is not in you, it is in the harmony of the pattern. After we explored how loud patterns can compete with your beauty, let us shift to another hidden detail. Mistake 3. Necklines that shorten. Have you ever noticed how a blouse can feel fine on the hanger, but once you put it on, something about your face seems smaller or your posture less open? That is often the neckline at work. Think of it as the frame around a painting. A frame can lift and highlight the art, or it can weigh it down and distract. Which would you prefer for your face? The truth is, necklines can quietly shorten or elongate how you are seen. A very high neckline, buttoned all the way or closed like a mock neck, can make the shoulders slump and the neck look shorter. Suddenly, you feel restricted, like your blouse is doing the talking while you are just along for the ride. On the other extreme, a plunging neckline can feel out of place, drawing attention downward instead of upward, where the real magic is, your expression. The solution is not complicated. V-necks create vertical lines that naturally guide the eye toward the face. Open collars or soft scoops allow the chest to breathe and the chin to lift. Even a simple boat neck can balance narrow shoulders and give a sense of strength. Want to test it quickly? Take a selfie in different blouses and notice where your eyes land first. Do they go to your smile or to the fabric? The camera never lies. The lesson here is simple but powerful. Necklines are not decoration, they are direction. They tell people where to look. Why not make sure the answer is always your face? After we explored how necklines can lift or shorten the frame, let us look at another trap that hides in plain sight. Mistake 4. Fabrics that cling. Have you ever bought a blouse because it looked light and breezy on the hanger, only to put it on and think, "Why is this showing every curve I never planned to share?" That is the danger of clingy fabrics. Thin polyester, cheap jersey, or other synthetics often grip the body like plastic wrap. Instead of flowing, they catch every line, every fold, and every shift in posture. Does that really sound like the partner you want for your day? The answer is not to give up on style, but to choose fabrics that work with you. Cotton, sateen, and poplin hold shape while still feeling soft. Silk blends and crepe move with grace, skimming instead of sticking. Linen blends breathe, giving ease in warm months while still looking timeless. These materials do not announce every detail, they suggest, they flatter, and they let your presence speak louder than the cloth. Here is a simple test you can try in the store. Hold the blouse by the shoulders and let the fabric fall. If it drapes like water, smooth and gentle, it will flatter. If it collapses like cling film, stiff and sticky, leave it behind. Think of it as auditioning a new friend. Do you want someone who hugs too tight and never lets go? or someone who moves gracefully by your side? The choice seems obvious once you see it. After talking about fabrics that betray us by clinging in all the wrong places, there is another silent culprit hiding in many closets. Mistake 5. Outdated signals. They might seem harmless, but they often speak louder than we realize. A blouse with shiny plastic buttons or thick shoulder pads may carry more history than harmony. The question is, do we want our style to honor the present or to replay the past? Outdated signals are like little timestamps sewn into your outfit. The oversized buttons, the extra ruffles, the bulky padding, all of them whisper a decade you may not want to revisit. And here is the good news. Unlike fabric, which is harder to change, details can be edited with kindness. Swap plastic buttons for pearl or horn, and suddenly the blouse feels current. Remove shoulder pads, and the silhouette softens in an instant. Even ruffles, when paired with clean trousers or a sleek skirt, stop shouting and start harmonizing. Have you ever noticed how one small adjustment can feel like a fresh start? This is not about erasing your wardrobe, it is about letting it breathe. Simplicity has power. Studies in fashion psychology show that minimal, updated details are often read as confidence and presence. When your blouse is quiet, people see you. When the details are loud, people see only the garment. So ask yourself, do you feel more like yourself when the blouse is simple, clean, and free of clutter? If yes, you already know the answer. Elegance at this stage is not about adding more. It is about refining with grace. And after clearing out the outdated details that weighed us down, there is one more trap waiting quietly in the closet. It is not color, not fabric, not even buttons. It is length. Strange, right? But the length of a blouse can decide whether you look polished or puzzled. Think about this. Have you ever tried on a tunic that seemed elegant on the hanger, but once you put it on, your legs looked shorter and your whole frame felt heavier? Or maybe you pulled on a cropped top, only to notice it chopped your body in half, like a badly edited photo. Neither option feels flattering. So where is the sweet spot? For most women, the magic usually happens around mid-hip. That point creates flow without drowning your figure, and it avoids the boxy, unfinished effect of something too short. Have you ever noticed how a simple half tuck suddenly makes your legs look longer? It is like a little magic trick. No personal trainer required. Adding a belt can work wonders too. A slim belt over a longer blouse can instantly bring back balance, like placing a frame around a painting. It draws the eye to the center and restores harmony. Without it, the outfit can feel shapeless, even if everything else is on point. Imagine architecture for a moment. A building too tall without a base feels unstable, and one too squat feels heavy. Our outfits work the same way. Balance creates beauty. So, the next time you wonder why an outfit feels off, ask yourself, is the length supporting me or cutting me down? Sometimes the answer is as simple as adjusting a hem or tucking a corner. And now that we have untangled the problem of length, let us open another door, one that feels less about structure and more about light, color. If fabric shapes your outline, color shapes your energy. Have you ever noticed how one blouse makes you look like you slept 10 hours, while another makes you wonder if you should have put on more concealer? That difference is not magic, it is reflection. Color bounces off the fabric and onto your skin, softening or sharpening what people see. Take ivory, for example. Why does soft ivory so often win over stark white? Because harsh white can throw shadows, while ivory feels gentle, like candlelight instead of a fluorescent bulb. Would you not rather glow like a flame than flicker under office lights? Then think of navy, teal, or emerald. These shades do more than look rich. They actually play with silver and grey hair, making strands appear brighter, like moonlight on water. Could that be why women with silver hair often look radiant in jewel tones? And pastels, rose, lavender, sky blue. Soft tones do not shout, but they calm, they comfort, they flatter. The trick is not guessing, it is testing. Hold a blouse under your chin and look. Do your eyes brighten? Does your skin seem clearer? Does your mood lift just a little? If yes, you found a color ally. If not, no harm done. Back on the hanger it goes. Because color should never drain you, it should only give you more of yourself. And after exploring how colors act like gentle medicine for the skin and mood, the next natural step is this. How do we actually bring new pieces into the closet without falling back into the same mistakes? Shopping, when done with intention, can be less about chasing trends and more about building calm in daily life. Smart shopping often begins not in the store, but in the rhythm of your days. Why fill a cart if your calendar does not demand those clothes? Do you spend mornings walking, afternoons at lunches, or evenings at gatherings? Once you see your real schedule, the blouses you need become obvious. Buying for real life saves both space and sanity. Color comes next. Instead of 10 random shades, why not settle on 3 that always flatter? Navy, ivory, maybe one jewel tone that brightens silver hair. Have you noticed how repeating colors across your closet creates harmony, while too many options only cause clutter? Fabrics deserve the same discipline. 2 dependable kinds can carry most situations. Cotton blends for daily comfort, silk or crepe for dinners or events. Do you really need racks of synthetics when one fabric that drapes with kindness will make you feel polished? Then comes silhouette. Find one cut that always feels right. Maybe a wrap blouse that shapes the waist, or a mid-hip tailored design that lengthens the legs. Why complicate mornings when one reliable outline can already do the work? And here is the golden test, the 3-outfit rule. If a blouse cannot join at least 3 looks you already own, pass it by. Would fewer pieces actually give you more peace? Often yes. Because a wardrobe chosen with intention is lighter, calmer, and infinitely more elegant. And after learning how to shop with intention instead of impulse, let us take it one step further. What if you could build a tiny collection that carried you through almost every occasion? That is where the idea of a micro-capsule comes in, especially powerful for women over 60 who want ease without losing elegance. Start with one white or ivory poplin blouse. Why ivory instead of harsh white? Because it softens shadows and feels like candlelight instead of a spotlight. Do you notice how a gentle shade near the face can erase the need for extra makeup? This one blouse can be tucked into jeans for a casual coffee or slipped under a blazer for something polished. Next, add one silk or soft satin blouse in a jewel tone. Emerald, sapphire, maybe deep teal. These shades do not just look rich, they echo silver strands and make hair shimmer like moonlight on water. Have you ever seen how jewel tones seem to wake up tired skin? It is not illusion, it is reflection at work. Finally, include one patterned blouse, but keep the scale small and the story quiet. A delicate dot, a soft stripe, a subtle floral. Too much pattern shouts, but a refined one whispers interest and frames the smile. Could one calm print be more powerful than a closet full of noise? Often, yes. Pair these 3 with jeans, trousers, and a skirt, and suddenly the week feels lighter. Morning choices shrink, but confidence grows. Less clutter, more clarity. Because elegance is not about having every option, it is about having the right ones waiting for you. And after exploring the power of a microcapsule, it helps to slow down and ask the questions that matter most. Because at the end of the day, it is not just about fabric, length, or color. It is about how a blouse makes you feel the moment you slip it on. So here is a gentle test. Which blouse helps you breathe deeper? Can you feel your chest open, as if the fabric itself invited ease instead of tension? That is not just style, that is support. Then ask, which blouse keeps your shoulders relaxed and your head high? Have you ever noticed how the wrong neckline or fabric makes you tug, fidget, or shrink a little, while the right one makes you stand taller without even trying? That is posture speaking, and clothes can either help or hinder it. And here is another question. Which blouse makes your family say, "You look rested"? Imagine hearing that after a long week. It is not a spa visit. It is not 8 hours of sleep. It is simply the right color and cut reflecting energy back onto your face. Could it be that the blouse is doing more heavy lifting than you gave it credit for? The truth is, you do not need a closet bursting with options. You need the ones that let you move through life feeling open, calm, and visible. So, the next time you stand in front of your wardrobe, pause and ask those simple questions. The blouse that answers yes is the one to keep close. So now you have the map. You know how first impressions work, the blouse mistakes to avoid, and the simple details that make style after 60 not just possible, but powerful. Think about it. The right blouse can lift your posture, brighten your face, and even make your family say, "You look rested." That is not vanity. That is confidence speaking. Here is my challenge for you. The next time you open your closet, pick one blouse and ask, does this help me breathe deeper, stand taller, and smile faster? If the answer is yes, that is the piece to keep close. Elegance is not about chasing more, it is about choosing what feels aligned with who you are now. If this video sparked a few ideas, tell me in the comments which blouse you are ready to let go of, or which color you are excited to try. I love hearing your stories. Tap like if you want more calm, useful style guidance, and subscribe with the bell on so you do not miss the next guide. And if you are ready for more, head over to the channel and explore videos on silver-friendly colors, smart shopping tips, and outfit palettes that truly flatter. Rewatch this before your next shopping trip, or share it with a friend who deserves a gentle reset. Because at the end of the day, your wardrobe should not weigh you down, it should lift you up.